Everyone, a little quick video for you guys. Little ad update. So we did a little restructuring of the campaign. So we go to this ad set. Oh, wrong one. So this one, we had the campaign, right? This ad specifically spent $5.35, had a 10% click-through rate with a 20% cost per click and 27 link clicks overall. So I think we found a winning creative. To really test that, what I went ahead and did is we have let me tell you about the other ad. This other ad, it was a static image ad, spent $60 by itself and got 11 clicks with a 0.52 click-through rate, and the cost per click was like $6. So we went and cut that one. We cut it. Now what we have is the winning ad, the interview, this one is the clean energy ad, and then this one is the 2 p.m. crash ad as an image. This one's the video version, right? If we go back over here, this one is where the winning ad creative angle is, right? So the way I structured it now is if we go back, right, we have the winning ad in its own ad set with a higher budget as $35 daily, and then we have the others at $15 just to see what if we have another winning creative in here, right? So now what we're trying to look for is, do people like that? Like, we're trying to see, does that continue, right? We want to see continuation with that, like good cost per click, good CTR, all that jazz, right? So I did have it optimized for purchase, but I changed it to website view. So just to get people on the website, so Meta can start building building a data for people who want to go on that site, right? Once we build that data after a couple days, that's when we start to change that to a add cart result event. So Meta can start seeing, do these people, want to add cart, do they want to buy it? Then after a couple of days of that, that's when you start to switch it to a purchase event. So Meta can start trying to optimize for people trying to purchase. If we take a peek at the analytics on the store, right? If we look at today, it was really bad today. Oh wait, that's like today. If we go to yesterday, technically, because it's like 1 a.m. As you can see, 15 people only went to the site, and we spent like $70 today, which is horrible. I have never seen an ad perform so poorly before in my entire life. Like, that is the worst performance I've ever seen from an ad. If we go to look at the day that we launched, we actually had people on the site. We had 55 people. Obviously, no added cards or anything, but we did have people go on the site, which is good because people are just trying to see Vitel for the first time. You gotta understand that, this is a first-time brand, so people are not gonna be too trusting of it yet, because we have to build that trust up with our customer base. And yeah, so just building up that trust and making people trust us in general. If we go take a look at OmniSend, this is not OmniSend, it's Factor. OmniSend. Let's see if anyone, I highly doubt because we barely had people on the site today. Let's see if anybody signed up for the email. Let's see. Nope, not yet. which is okay. So as you can see, people are viewing it, but we haven't had anybody actually sign up for it yet, which is okay. We just launched, so obviously this might take a little bit to get itself going. You know, we have to build that trust. This is like the first time people are ever seeing Vitella, so it might take a bit to pick up traction, right? So that's how I structured my campaign, so we can really see. And I want you to realize, even if you optimize for website views or add to carts, you can still get that purchase, right? If you get a purchase with an optimization event as not purchase, and it's like website views or add to carts, and you get a purchase still, that is super good, because that means your landing page is doing its job. Your landing page is built good enough to where a person lands on your site and buys it anyway without Meta needing to find someone that would buy it. They just bought it because your landing page is good enough, which is great. So if we do end up, because we can still end up seeing a purchase from this, which is, if we do, it's great, right? So what we want to see now is people landing on there and just checking out the website. Don't expect to purchase, but if you do get a purchase, that's great, because that means my landing page is doing good, right? So that's just what we want to see here. We want to let this spend for a couple days. We've already spent 117, so just seeing what Meta does with this now, because they weren't giving the good ad creative any ad spend. Now it has enough ad spend to where it can just do that on its own. So let's see what it does, and I'll update you guys in the middle of the week, and we'll see how it goes. Alright, excuse the hair, I'm cutting in this video, I ended it. But I just woke up this morning from changing the ad set last night. Holy cow, dude. Alright, so we made another change. But if we go into this, right, as you can see, it spent $60. It doubled the damn budget. But if we take a look at these metrics, guys, 191 link clicks, a 9% click-through rate with a 33-cent cost per click. Oh my gosh. And then that's not even it yet. If we go to the other ad set, the interview ad spent $16, 155 link clicks, 6% CTR with a 10% cost per click. That is crazy metrics. We made one small change and it shot. If we do it, and if we go look at look at this, 4 add to carts and 1 person reached checkout, with 600 people looking at my site today. 600. Oh, actually, remove 15 because this is Shopify's, like, I don't know what, but it's, yeah. That is actually crazy. Let's see, hold on. Like 600 people just today alone. And that was one small change. If we just look at yesterday, we had like 15 people. Literally 15 people. We jumped to today, 600. What? And I think the biggest change I made was I told Meta to just get people on the site. Right? To get people to just go on my website. And that's, I kind of realized, our goal right now isn't to get a bunch of sales. The goal is to get people to be exposed to Vitella, right? It's a new brand. Get people in their mind, get in their head, get like, oh, Vitella, right? And that's exactly what we're doing with this. We're getting people to see Vitella. So we're optimizing for that website viewing, and Meta's doing great. Meta's doing a little too great because they're spending double the budget in 2 hours of the ad already running, but that's okay. That's what the business fund is for, and that's what building that runaway is for, so Meta can do that in the first couple days, because Meta will eventually stabilize itself and then finally get into a rhythm. And we also moved the interview ad into its own ad set, so it can, because it's performing great too. The image ads aren't doing, like, I wouldn't say they're doing bad. They're not doing bad, like 36 link clicks, but they're not doing as good as the videos, is what I'm noticing. Which doesn't mean automatically mean that videos are bad, but they're just not as good as videos. But that's just a little cut in. I just woke up and that's all the data I saw, which is actually insane, saying that we changed that last night and we're already getting this data. So, just to say, something I've learned just in the past night, if you're launching a brand, right, don't immediately optimize your ads for purchase. Optimize it for website views to let Meta build that data around your customer base and then change it to add to carts so they can get more data, right? It's all about the data and building up that customer base and letting Meta get that data so it can know where to put your ads once you do optimize it for purchase, right? That damn alarm cut in. Anyway, right? Optimize it for website views in the beginning so Meta can start to build that data and that customer base so it knows where to actually place your ads once you finally do optimize for purchase. So that's a little update on these ads. They're doing absolutely great. So I'll get a little update on you once we get data going on this one, because we put the interview ad in its own thing because it was performing really good too. So I think we're definitely going to see a purchase here soon. Because it goes to show, even with the optimizing for just website views, we still have someone reach checkout. So if we keep seeing reach checkout but no purchases, there's something wrong with once they reach that point. But then we'll evaluate that that part alone. But evaluating it off one reach checkout, you kind of have to get more data on that to actually say, oh, something's wrong with the checkout. So let's just get a little more data on that point, and then we'll actually get it, like, an evaluation on that, because it could just be one person forgetting, or just not wanting it. You can't really evaluate off one person. So if we see, like, 10 checkouts, but no purchases, then that's when we start to be like, okay, what's going on, right? So I'll get a little update on you in the middle of I was going to do a little middle of the week, but it might be tomorrow, because, wow, this is crazy. So that's it for this one.